All right, welcome everyone to the stream. Today we're going to be doing something pretty special. We're going to have our first real moments with 60 card Arcum's Astrolabe. So again, we'll try to continue our progression here of how did we get here. Unfortunately, playing 64 cards is likely, well, it's probably not correct. It's likely never correct to go above 60. So any way that we can reduce, playing the least amount of cards possible would be good. So we are playing 60. The reason why I really wanted to try 64 was because it is extremely hard to build this deck, given that you only have so many slots and you have so many cards that you want to play. And by adding a card like Arcum's Astrolabe, which is basically a redraw, it kind of prevents us from playing different cards. So by playing 64 cards, it basically gave me and the other members of the BTL group, it gave a good idea of what we actually need in the deck, so that when we move to 60, we'll have a better idea of what tutor targets we want or what removal suite, for example. So I'm only playing 3 Astrolabe. We are playing 60 cards. We cut 1 land, we cut an Astrolabe, we cut a Cryptic, and I think a Teferi. And this is what I'm going to be running. I'm still trying out one path. I still think it's pretty good. The rest of the deck is very similar. Our mana base is kind of the same. I cut a Windswept Heath. I could definitely see wanting to play a 26 land. This is one thing that we're going to be testing. I'll try to do 2 leagues, so we'll see how the first one goes, and we can adapt and switch that for the second one. So that's as far as the main deck goes. And then the sideboard, we have a few changes. We're back on 2 Rest in Peace. I felt that, especially against my games against Dredge and Urza, it can't help by just having a card that's very good in those matchups. And it's tough when you're playing non-tutable cards, especially playing a 64 card deck. It's better to have the cards like Rest in Peace in a 60 card deck. The rest of the sideboard is very similar. 2 Veil of Summer. I actually decided to cut 1 Huntmaster for a Pia and Kiran Nalaar. Given that we're going to be taking less damage off our lands, and that we have Lightning Helix to catch us up on life, I figured that we need a bit less life gain. So going to cut 1 Huntmaster for a Pia, Kiran Nalaar, which will allow us to be able to kill creatures easier. It's good against Stoneforge decks, good against Planeswalker decks, and the rest of that is very similar. So just gonna message give me 1 sec, and then we're gonna enter our first league of the day with the deck. Thoughts on the 60 card build. Okay, so very briefly, only going to play 3 Astrolabe because it's tough to cut more cards. Cut 1 land, cut the 4th Cryptic, cut a Teferi, and cut an Astrolabe, and we're back on 60. Again, it's very correct that 60 is the optimal number. 64 was more of an experiment to see what cards were actually good. The Helixes are still a test. I don't know if this is better than playing more Path to Exiles or more Lightning Bolts, or Lightning Bolts in general. So we're going to be continuing to test out Lightning Helix, especially with Astrolabe making it easier to cast. So let's hop into a league here. I wouldn't say I'm expecting it, but I'll definitely take it if it happens. We've been coming very close. Like the past 2 leagues with 64 card, we 4-1'd. I had a very good record in the past. I hope so. Again, it's gonna be important to see if like the proportions are good, like whether or not we need another land, how many Astrolabe is actually correct. Like these are very hard questions to answer. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, just trying to test for my MCQ. I personally really love Teferi, so it's kind of pains me to cut one, but it's not exactly removal, and I think you need a balance of early removal spells to not die to like Devoted Druid Storm before you're able to actually play your Teferi and bounce their guy. Also, with more Cryptics, I think having less Teferis is fine. So, yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Our first League of the Day with 60 card Astrolabe. Let me just size this. Oops. Awesome. Sorry, just repositioning this. All right, there we go. So, okay, first hand of the day, we have a turn 1 search into turn 2 Helix. We don't have any blue sources for the Cryptics yet, but we have a search that can get a blue source, so we're definitely going to keep this hand. We're also on the play, which is always nice. Mox Opal. Welding Jar. Wow, okay. So it appears we're playing against Urza, if I had to guess. And there's the Engineer. So, for some reason, every league we play with this deck, we somehow find a way to fight Engineer. So, yeah. Or we fight Urza. This seems to be happening, that we get these, like, ridiculous draws that, like, somehow don't make any sense. But that's our life. So, is there any reason to not just Lightning Helix this now? So they're going to get to sack something, return this to play. I assume my Helix is not getting a better target, so let's just, like, take it out now. Oh, well. This is one downside for running 3 cards with triple blue in your mana base. Just a classic BTL hand. So they actually cracked their bauble here, which means they probably have another artifact. Nile Spellbomb's fine. So really hoping to draw lands or more ramp. A lot of good draws here. Find an island. That's a good start. So now we're 1 land away from Crypticing. Also 1 land away from Bring to Light. They could cast Urza next turn, which would be kind of bad for us. It would be really nice if we had Cryptic up here, but, you know. There's the Thopter Foundry, and they have the sword. So, yeah, it's pretty good for them. It's pretty good. So they could sack something and then start the chain. This isn't the end of the world because we're still fine. They have another Opal. We really do need to draw land, though, for this Cryptic. We don't. We draw an unplayable. The classic BTL start. they're going to start making tokens, and we're not in good shape. They have Urza here, we just die. They only have 2 cards. We find our blue source, so that's very good. So we don't have like the Shatterstorm main deck, so that's not an option. So I think we're just gonna start holding up these cryptics and start using them. We basically just have to get to 8 mana, and we're gonna win the game. We do have to draw either a green or red source in the meantime. It's like they're going to be hitting us for 5 this turn maybe, but that's fine. So they're going to make a bunch of guys. I think we could just tap their team and draw a card, to be honest. It's pretty safe. So we're taking 5 here. I think just tapping their team and drawing a card is like a safe option. It doesn't really help us by bouncing anything. We could bounce the thing, but like we have fogs for days here. Okay, we had a land, which is very good. They're most likely to just pass. Oh, they're going to make the dudes now. How come? Oh. What did I just do? What did I just do? So we're going to play this tapped. I messed with this. What happened? Thought it should be white, no? I think that's better. Yeah, okay, I think that's better. Okay, so we're going to pass here. Okay, they're going to gain life. This is kind of a problem because we are capped a bit on how much damage we can deal. We don't have any main deck answer to... Right? We have no main deck answer to an artifact, so... This is a bit of a problem. On 8 lands, you have 6 triggers times 3 times 2, so that's 36. They might be able to go above 36 is the problem. Like, this game might be a bit tough. They're going to crack their spell bomb. That's actually fine for me because it means they have 1 less dude. I might have to kill them on 9 lands. I let them attack. I don't want to die to Galv Blast, so I might just gain 4 life, draw a card here. Then this turn we're going to Verdict them. We'll take the damage, go to 8. Although if we Verdict, they make 5 guys. We're not necessarily dead. Could just keep like Crypticking to... It might just have to be Cryptic. We don't have lethal. Yeah. Definitely playing this tapped. I think we just pass for another turn and use the Cryptic. Okay. It's pretty annoying. All right, we are going to tap their team and draw a card. We draw Steve. So they have 6 lands. Ooh, Teferi, does that do anything? We really wanted to land there, because on 9, we would kill them. But now we're only on 8. I could... I guess I could Teferi. I can't Teferi and Verdict. That's... We don't have 3 white sources. I could just, like, Cryptic tap their team again. Go to 8. I want to maximize my draws here. I could just play Teferi. I also don't want to die to, like, double Galv Blast, but I think we're dying to double Galv Blast anyways. Because I could just play the Verdict, and they make 6 guys, we go to 2. And then we die to a Galv Blast. Whereas I could just go Teferi, bounce, nothing, draw a card, and then Cryptic tap their team. Right? Blue, white, another, yeah. And if we draw a land, I think we win. They outgain life per land drop. Well, so let's see. So we have 7 now. Next turn we have up to 9. And 9 is 7 times 3 times 2 is 42. And they're going to gain 6 plus 6, which is 45. So yeah, we might just die. That's true. So what do you think? Maybe we just bounce this Thopter Foundry. I really want to like bounce the Thopter Foundry and then Cryptic it when they replay it, but they don't have to replay it right away. So maybe I just have to take a risky line anyways. So we just go like Cryptic their team, bounce this. They make 6 guys. This is pretty tough. Let's... If you bounce that... Yeah. Well, I mean, if they sack it, it's fine, right? Because then they lose their thing and then they die. So I think that's the play. We need to, like, put them in a spot where they can make a mistake. I'm gonna bounce this. See what they do about it. I'm fine if they want to fizzle it. Because we have to try to get them, like, outside of, like, 42, I think. But I don't think it's going to happen. They might just let it... No, I think I still have to Cryptic tap their team this turn. Oh, they let it happen? Wait, what? Okay, wait. They let it happen. Do they just die? We have how many lands? We have 8 lands. 8. We have 2 and 6 is 6 times 3. We have 36. They're at 37? Really? We're one damage off. Because we have... No. We have 4. Yeah, we have 8 lands. So 8 lands is 2 and 6. Yeah, 36. So we're 1 damage off. So next turn we just Cryptic tap their team. Yeah, I have to. Just play this tapped. There's no reason to path. Alright. That was weird. I don't know why they stopped. And they just let it happen. It's very strange. A bit confused, actually. Because they should have gained 2 more. So now we have to tap their team. Tribe Elder BTL? How do I live? I can't do that this turn, though. Right? This turn, I agree it's lethal, but we have to wait another turn. Yeah. Top all creatures, draw... We could bounce something, but it's kind of irrelevant. I guess I could bounce their... No. Bounce this land? Doesn't matter. Yeah, this turn we have lethal. I agree. It's just how could we have gotten outside of range? Well, now they go. Do they just have Urza, or we just die? Could I have left open path if I shocked this? Did I have 3 blue sources? 1, 2, 3, and then I could have pathed that. Do we die now? This taps, makes that. Yeah, so we're dead, right? So if I shocked to leave open path, then I could have just pathed this and won the game. So I think I threw the game. I should have played around Urza here. Why can't we play around it? If they cast Foundry, then Urza? No, because you can respond with this, right? Oh, no, I guess they would just do it again. So, like... The way... If they just cast this, we just path it, right? But if they cast this first, and then they cast Teferi... They cast this, then they cast Teferi, Urza, and then... They tap this, sack it. Yeah, okay. So if they sequence correctly, then we still lost anyways. So yeah, they do go infinite regardless. I could just scoop now. I don't know if we could have won this game. Like, maybe I was supposed to verdict, like, a super early turn so that maybe I could have, like, had another Cryptic. They say they have 2 Galv Blasts. Alright, we die. Okay, against Urza, we'll board in our counter spells, board in these Rest in Peace. Helix does nothing. Verdict in general doesn't do anything. Acid Moss is not great. Ice Fangs also do very little. Yeah, that's true. I just didn't think we could die, but I didn't realize they could still have Urza. So we could bring him one more card. Yeah, I don't think this card's very good here. I guess on the play I like having the Acid Moss, since these cards really don't do much. So let's go with this. So this is kind of another BTL hand that you have to keep. It's not about them having so much mana, it's that you can steal games by just getting them. They have Ashiok post board. That is a problem, I agree. I don't know. This is a classic BTL hand. Keep and die. Astrolabe. Ooh, they have Thoughtseize. Does that mean we should board in like any Veil of Summers? Maybe. So we'll play a white source here. They have Thoughtseize, Counter Magic, and Ashiok. So yeah, maybe it is right to bring in like a Veil of Summer. Like board in one Veil of Summer over the Acid Moss. I could see that being reasonable. Their draw is just like insane right now. They have the Foundry, so now if they ever get the other thing, we can't counter it. I guess, ooh, that we could counter the sword and exile it. Ugh. All right. Knight is good. You'd board in the creatures? How come? I feel like we're not like gonna kill them with creatures. That's a card. I mean, if they have Planeswalkers, I guess. Alright, this game we're not winning. Again, I don't really know how I want to board in this matchup. It's very tough. It's possible I should have shocked that too to just bluff something. But they don't have anything yet. They could have Word, but why are they not playing it? Nice deck. Okay, so yeah, maybe I would board in like some number of this is a word of invention or something. I should board in some number of guys. We do have a boat. So if we had any counterspell here, it'd be great. But we don't. So oh well. Or like to fairy bounce this. Yep. They're doing their thing. And they have a fair. Not respecting surgical. I don't know. We haven't really shown them anything for them to worry about surgical. That's awesome. Also draw our mountains too. We drew 5 mountains, so we don't even have maximum amount of triggers anyways. Yeah, so I think we're probably boarding wrong, but I don't know how I would board in the matchup then. Like, do you want Veil of Summer for like the Thoughtseize or like the counter spells? Do you want guys for their walkers now? Like, it's really tough. What's bad in our deck? Like, cutting their removal's fine. Maybe we just board out Path. Like, it only hits Urza that we care about. So maybe we want more, like, proactive cards. So maybe I see cutting the Path. Let's try to kill our opponent. That is not killing the opponent. So they make 5 gas. We lose. I mean, we did draw all lands this game, but it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure those cards don't... Let's see. Don't cause abilities to trigger. This is not an ability. I'm pretty sure it's ability on their creature, and those creatures are bad. Like we have 2 Rest in Peace in the deck that we want to play. They're just gonna kill us because they're gonna have too many guys. So yeah, we die. I'll make them do it. Maybe I just ignore Urza. Like, board out the Ojtai's command, board out the Path, and just board in, like, Veil of Summer and, like, some guys, maybe? So they have too many guys now, so we die. So that would have been lethal if we drew it, but unfortunate. Yeah, so it's possible we just, like... Let's see. We could cut like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, and board in like 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Force, Shatterstorm, Veto. Oh, we board out Acid Moss too. So we have like 10 cards that aren't amazing. Force of Vigor. And then we have like 7. We could board in like 3 creatures if we wanted to. Or like a Veil. And not like this Pia. Something like this maybe. I'd have to think about that matchup. I mean, we beat that matchup yesterday. And our board is slightly better, so... Could happen, could happen. Give me a sec. All right. Let's see what we got. We're on the draw, and our hand's fine. We'll keep. Double remand hand with a blue source. See what they're on. Keep and die. No, I'm okay with this hand. Like, we have 2 remands. We can play the Bring to Light. I'm okay with this hand. Ooh, a Tron deck. And we have 2 remands. Seems good. Seems good. Okay, Lightning Helix, not the best draw. So I guess we just play this tapped. So remands are obviously good in this matchup. They kept 7, so their hand's probably good. They just have natural Tron. Is this our life? Might be our life. This we want to get Acid Moss at some point. I guess we're Blue Moon. Just natural turn 3 Tron with Karn. Let's see. Let's see if they're a skillful magician. They are more skilled than we are. Ooh, they don't have it. Map. So by remounting this map, it forces them to replay it, and then they basically waste their next turn. So I think I actually remand this. Because this way, they would have got to crack this and then have 9 mana next turn, whereas now they have to tap 2 to get the 5th land, and on 5 we don't care about anything, so... Okay. I would like to Helix them, so I think I'm going to shock something untap this turn. Probably Temple Garden. Although if I rip Cryptic, I'd rather. No, because we still don't have... This is the weird sequencing part where you have to figure out if you draw something, how do you not get punished? Let's do this. I guess I should have shocked this because it makes them look like we're Jeskai control. Yeah, I guess that's my mistake. Now it doesn't. Now they don't know what we're doing. They're like, what deck is going on here? Yeah, maybe I should have shocked this because it's more realistic that we're doing something weird. Yeah, so they're gonna get their Tron piece. I don't know. It seems like all of these games, even if we draw Cryptic, like we can never cast it. So maybe it's too hard to play. They have Karn the Great Creator. So do we just let this happen and then Helix it? Probably, right? Unless if they go up. If they go up, what do we do? Then they get Lattice, but that's fine. I think I let this happen because we're defenseless next turn. So let's let this happen. I assume they go down here. They're going up. All right. That's fine. The question is, am I still priced into Helixing them? I probably am. Yeah, see, we draw Cryptic and now we can't play it. Alright, we'll play this tapped. So we can remand their Lattice, but then if they replay it, we kind of die. Then we have to draw... Then we'd have to like Bring to Light to bounce this. If they have Ulamog, we just die. They even just get Liquid Metal Coating, we're in trouble. Nice. That's great. Yeah, actually, they could just get liquid metal coating here, and we probably die. Karn seems pretty hard for us to beat. Chalice of the Void. Okay, I don't care about that one. But now this turn, to draw a blue source. I don't draw a blue source. So I think we just lose to this Karn now. Because they can just get liquid metal coating. So now I think I have to BTL for Acid Moss and hit their land and hope it works. I think that's my only play here. Because we can't Cryptic bounce that because then we just die because they replay it. So I think we have to get this. And we Acid Moss the Tron land, or the tower. We get probably Breeding Pool. We want our third blue for sure. So yeah, let's get Breeding Pool. All right, so if they don't have... if they don't rip tower or have a second one, I think we win this game. Because if they just get liquid metal coating, then they just tick up on one of my lands, and I can't play anything that turn. I can't play the Bring to Light, so we'd actually just die. So I think they screwed up, unless they don't have liquid metal coating in their deck, in their sideboard. So on 5 mana, like now, there's not too much we care about. Grafdigger's Cage? That's... Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. So this does not work, right? Because you... Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't matter anyways. I don't know. They're Eldrazi Tron. Okay. I have no clue. So I have to put this into play first so that we can kill them. So, yeah. Apparently we won this game. I don't know how, but we did. They're playing E-Tron with Karn. We have to leave a Valakut in play because we don't have any in our deck. We just get these and we kill the opponent. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't feel like we should have won this game. I guess it depends if they don't have liquid metal coating in their sideboard, but I have no idea. So against E-Tron, we want our counter spells. We want our force. We might want our guys. I'm not sure. What's bad? Helix isn't amazing. Verdict isn't necessarily amazing, but it's good against their creatures. Oak Command as well. Should probably keep Verdict in the deck just to have the target. I don't know if we want guys to pressure their walkers. Maybe. We can't really cut anything else. Maybe we cut some number of these, but they block really well. So I kind of don't want to. I'm going to cut this Verdict. Might be wrong. Do we want this for their Karn? Is a good question, though. Oh, we also might want Crumble. I think on the play I do, on the draw I don't. But I think Acid Moss is still fine against them. Let's try this. I'm not going to board in the guys. All right, we have a pretty good hand. Let's keep our hand. They mult to 6. Turn 1 map. Let's get like Temple Garden here. I'm still trying to figure out, like, it just feel like every game we just want an Astrolabe, so maybe we just want 4 in our deck. They don't have Tron, clearly. This deck is so hard to build. Like, this deck is so hard to build. It's a lot of search for tomorrows. Is there any reason not to spend this one? Nah, let's just do it. What could go wrong? A lot, actually, but just get Forest. Like, this is apparently something that can happen. I like this. So next turn we're gonna have 4 mana. I guess we're supposed to get Breeding Pool with this, and if we draw Cryptic, we can play it. They have E-Temple. They're just gonna take our Brink to Light with the Thought Knots here. That would suck. Yeah. All right, there goes our payoff. We need like a Coatl or a Path or a Teferi. This is definitely going to get blue. Yeah. How am I so good at predicting what I'm going to draw and then getting punished because I didn't think about it before? That's crazy. So this could have got Breeding Pool so that we could hold up Cryptic this turn. But I figured if we draw like Ice Fang, I'd rather have 3 islands since we have 4 of those. But this is going to happen. Let's just play this tapped. It's pretty funny. I just keep calling my shots. I wish they were actually good shots. Now they're just going to like slam smash rate us for 9. Nope, they don't have it. And we get Omega punished because now they're going to take our Cryptic. The Omega punish. Just want to draw Astrolabe every game. Just should play 4 in my deck, I guess. So that we don't run into mana problems like that. Let's get Island. And planes. Draw another cryptic. Okay. It's pretty good. So we can tap their team and bounce a Thought Knots here or something like that. Or just counter a spell and bounce a Thought Knots here. So I think I could just take the 8 here. We can't really die to anything. So we go to 4. This isn't really a card. So let's just let it happen. And we're going to bounce this and draw a card. This way we're going to actually see 2 looks at drawing lethal. We have 8 outs. That is not an out. That's an out. I think we win. With force up. We have 2 green already, so we can just play this. That should be lethal. So what happens when you draw 3 search for tomorrows? You kill on turn 5. All of them upstairs. All right, GG's. Our opponent was indeed pressing buttons, but, you know. So it's really weird because it's like I want 4 Astrolabe, I think. But that means I want more cryptics. Which means we got to cut something, right? This deck is so hard to build. I also probably want another land. I don't know. This is like very frustrating. Numbers doesn't work. Maybe cut some of each. What do you mean by numbers doesn't work? My numbers don't work? Like right now? Yeah, I agree. Is this a keep and die hand? Probably. It just feels like 3 cryptic is just too many. I mean, we are drawing all 3 every game this league. I know I shouldn't keep this, but I guess I will. Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to fit 4 in this deck. Maybe we're only just... Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to drop a cryptic. Okay, this is interesting. I think I'm going to drop one. It's funny because I actually just bought a 3rd cryptic. Spent like $40. And yeah. Got a bit screwed there. I don't think I'm going to play 3. It's just too many. I know Sunjin loves this card. They're playing mono red prowess with... Lovely. I should have... No, it's the same thing. We're going to have 3 basics. I'll probably put like a 3rd Teferi back on the deck. Although, like... I don't know. I feel like Astrolabe is so good, but... Searing Blaze your own guy? That's funny. Is this burn? Like, or is this prowess? Like, I don't know. They're doing things. I hope to draw blue lands or Astrolabe at some point. That's a blue land, so we'll play it. We kind of have to get a basic here, though. They might have another Searing Blaze. Which is kind of rough. I assume this is another blaze. Yep. And we draw the remand after. Yikes. Go to 4. Go to 3. Need a blue land now. That's not a blue land, so we die. Nice cryptic command. If we drew Astrolabe there, we were able to cast it. Yep. So they have to. So if they cast a spell and then we draw into Helix, we can win, or Ice Fang. They're not killing me. Okay. Skewer. So I have to draw like second remand here. No, why are you late, buddy? Just a turn late. Alright, we die. Die with 3 cryptics in our hand. Okay, play against. That's funny, John. That's funny. Let's board in. Like our life gain, I guess our sweeper. Although, and I prefer having Verdict. Remand's not great. Drawn slow. I'm going to cut a cryptic. Let's keep... Maybe I just want all the removal. Yeah, I could see that happening. Don't want forces. All right, let's try this. I don't want Acid Moss. Should have boarded in Veto or something. I'm going to draw Acid Moss right away now. What is this hand doing? Suspend. Alright, whatever. Keep and die. That's our motto with this deck. Is keep and die. Am I a madman? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Looks like it paid off. No Eidolon. Lava Spike. Alright, they're just gonna dome me. Why elect to get punished? I don't know. They just never have it. Or we always draw it. Easy game. Easy game. Easiest game of my life. Watch us still lose somehow. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Rift Bolt upstairs. That's Power Rift to Fairy. You're not gonna suspend that. I mean, keeping hands like I did is like kind of getting away with murder, right? Yeah, let's just draw a land for every turn for the rest of the game. I like the sound of that. I guess I just play the Sunmaster. Like, why not? Why not? The old Huntmaster, Anger of the Gods. True combo. Who needs like Bring to Light or Scapeshift? Just Rift Bolt this face. I think I just flipped my guy. What is this? No, we don't want. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna like flip our guy back. Bolt me. Do I say okay? That's fine. Burst lightning me. Also fine. Burst lightning me. So now we're going to counter this. I could just gain 4. We're going to gain... This is going to flip, so we're going to gain another 2. So let's just, like... Let's just do this. Go to 4. We're going to go back up to 6. They had a land drop. They just scooped. That's weird. Alright, game 3. Let's board in this veto probably. No, I don't even know if... Oh yeah, board out the acid moss. Something like that. It's like red blackburn. I would like to draw Helix and just like absolutely destroy them. That would be fun. I wish that could happen. Let's try, I think, this. Is this a keep and die hand? I think it is. I believe this is a keep and die hand. Where is Astrolabe when you need it? Where is Astrolabe when you need it? And we draw the Helix, but we can't play it. I have to suspend this. If we rip a white source or an Astrolabe, we can do that now. Oh, baby. This anger is going to do work. Come on, white source. Put them out of their misery. No, now you give me the basic forest. So rude. How could you do this to me, deck? How could you treat me like this? They probably have like skewer here. Maybe light up the stage. Spend Riftbolt, go. That's fine. Now we actually have a decision. What do we want to get with this? Do we just get red? I think we just get red and anger them. Or just get white and helix them. Plains Teferi? We don't have Teferi. Plains Helix, I assume. Yeah. I agree with, I think, Mountain here. Of course, we rip the source off the top. And then... so I play this and draw a white source. If I draw a blue source, I'd rather have Cryptic, so we'll just do this. Yeah, we could still lose this game. I think we need to have 4 Astrolabe in our deck to play this Helix card. I think that's ambitious, not having 4 Astrolabe in the deck. Soul Scar. 3 Soul Scars? Soul Scar bump. Okay. Scapeshift. Alright, so let's Mega Hunt Master. Where's Astrolabe when you need it? Astrolabe, come save us. We need you. Bump. I think I just... If I double block, then they have to bolt something. If they bolt my face, it doesn't work. So yeah, let's double block here. Make them use something on our guy. Or just trade for Huntmaster. Like, that's fine too. They're going to Burst Lightning me. Or they just have a million spells. They have a million spells. Alright. Good beats. We rip the plains. So that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. So there we could have... We probably would have died if we didn't draw plains. Old Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix. Just GG's everywhere. GG's everywhere. We finally draw Astrolabe. About time. I mean, we just win the game, so, you know. You know how it is. I guess we could have played around Lightning Helix by searching ourselves, but that's fine. Easy game. Easy game. GG's indeed. Alright, I think I know what I want to do. How to rebuild this. This is a very good league to kind of get a general feel for 60 cards. I still want to keep trying Helix out. Like, I think the card has merit. It's just, is it castable? That's what we have to figure out. Is it castable? Is it castable? Alright, here we go. Now this is a BTL hand. This is a BTL hand. We got turn 1 Astrolabe, turn 2 Steve, turn 3 Raveler or Verdict. Like, this hand is doing it all. Basic Forest. What do we got going on? Is this a Boggles strategy? Boggles? Boggles? I don't know how do we say it here? We drew Search. I think that takes me off my Astrolabe this turn. I think that's the only card that takes me off my Astrolabe this turn. Or is it Ponza? We just got Ponza'd. Okay. This is also something that could happen. Our land deck is getting Ponza'd. This is great. Welcome to Modern. Welcome to Modern. Let's get Island. This is your favorite matchup, right, John? And of course, now we don't draw lands. Modern. Why do you have to be so cruel? What a cruel mistress. Hex Drinker? Oh. Okay. So we really want to rip a land here so we can Teferi bounce their thing. And we could just block it, right? They're gonna go for... They have to draw a land for them to go to 8. Let's get Forest. Yeah. No, it might be Island here. Plains. Forest. Because if I get Forest... Yeah, I think it's still Forest. We hit the land, so let's go for... Monsieur Teferi. Go back to where you came from. Our Bring to Light control deck. What you got? I'm gonna probably just Hex Drinker. Will cost 5. Okay, they're just gonna Hex Drinker. Hex Drinker and Arbor Elf. That gets swept up by this. We just have to get 1 land here. Land. Lightning Helix. Oh my god. I guess I just have to play Steve. They're going to give it protection from everything. But it taps them out. And then we can Verdict. Alright. This is fine. Unless they have like Inferno Titan or something. That is Inferno Titan. No, Dave, we were playing 60 cards. The clean 60 for this weekend. Trying to figure it out. So we're going to absolutely decimate them next turn. Yeah, I mean, 64 was basically just trying to figure out what part of the 60 we still want to play. So it's kind of like, let's play everything and then see what we want to cut. This deck is still in the works, though. That's fine. So like, this is the first league we're playing today. And I already know what changes I want to make. So we're going to get white here, and we're going to get the cleanest Supreme Verdict. The cleanest verdict because of this card. All right, I got to get this. I got to put this on Twitter. This will show the hand too. All right, get wrecked. Nice creature deck. So now they only have 5 mana. Molten Rain. How rude. How rude. Why are Ponza players so rude? And then we draw the Acid Moss. Let's just play this. Pretty funny game, actually. It is pretty amusing. I so want to Acid Moss this land. I want to show them who the real Ponza deck is. They think they can get away with playing like Molten Rains and whatever. Let's show them who's boss. No, stop killing my lands. Stop killing my lands. It's so rude. All right, we just need to rip a land, and we're gonna become the Ponza deck. Land. Astrolabe. All right, fine. Okay, I'm fine holding up Remand now. This game is really funny. This game is really funny. For them playing three Molten Rain effects, this game's pretty funny. They just scooped. Oh my goodness. This was really funny. So we would have drawn, yeah, and then we just kill that. That was a funny game. That was a funny game. All right, against Ponza, let's board in. Our opponent said they need 2 minutes, so that's fine. Let's see. Maybe we want like veto for their pillage effects. Path is not great, although it does hit. I'd rather have helixes over path. Maybe I don't actually need veto. It's pretty like mana costly. Yeah, I'm not gonna board in veto. And then maybe cut this like O command. Pathing my own guy could be relevant though. So I guess we leave it in. Cut a cryptic. So very minimal sideboarding here. Exclamation point deck list in chat in case anybody wants to see here. What we're working with. I guess I could pull it up now. Yeah, so this is what we're playing. Going to be making some adjustments after this league. I think I have an idea about where I want it to go. Or just keep tuning it. Or our opponent's still not here. The sideboard I have been very impressed by, so that's one thing I've been liking. It's just the main deck is incredibly hard to build. I guess I'm gonna write. My dad bought me new shirts apparently, and he wanted to show me them. I'm like, Dad, come on. Okay, so let's keep this hand. So we have force up with this. This path again not looking very good. I might just have to path that. Feels really bad. Now I want to Astrolabe, so let's do that. Astrolabe. Astrolabe does whatever an Astrolabe does. So if I think it's always correct to get Island. Arcum's Astrolabe. So the issue is now they're going to probably Stone Rain us. And so we have to counter the Stone Rain, untap, and Helix their guy. I guess I could have trimmed, like... Quaddle's not amazing here, but... Or, like, pathing their guy is the same thing. Yep. I can't let this happen. It sucks I lose a Bring to Light, but... It's what you gotta do sometimes. Okay. So now we get to Helix this. Lightning Helix. Oh my god. I need to have like a whenever I play Lightning Helix, I need to have like the Pro Tour Lightning Helix just like go off. Whoa. Do we see this? Collector oof just for our Astrolabes? John, they've caught on. I think we're in trouble, John. Wow. We're really getting got here. Yo, they went super deep. They went extremely deep. You got it, buddy. You got it. See, this is how much respect you need to have for this card. This card will kill you. No, it won't. But apparently they have respect for it. Oof, there it is. Oof, there it is. Let's pick up just another island. The oofiest of oofs. Collector oof. They have no third land. Nice deck, buddy. I am the true meatball sandwich deck. Whatever that means. Actually, no, we're gonna surprise them. Let's just surprise them. I want my Astrolabes turned on. Actually, I think this might be a rare opportunity where we path our own Quaddle to try to win the game. They ripped the land, so we're probably losing lands now. I kind of just want to take the 2 and then path my own guy. Because we might draw lethal. I'm going to take a hit here. They do nothing? That's so weird. What do they have that they're not playing? I'm very confused. So if I path my own guy, I win. But if they have like a bolt, then we don't win. I'm just very confused. Does their deck, like... I assume they play bolts in there. Can someone confirm if they play bolts? Or am I crazy? Might still be crazy, though. They do? Alright, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Draw Valakut. I kind of don't want them hitting this. Should I just go for it? What are they holding up? I have no clue. I don't want them to hit this, though, so let's just do this and pass. I just have so much respect for this card. Like, okay, they're actually doing nothing. Okay, I don't know what their deck does, but I don't think it's doing what they want it to do. So let's just... There's no, like, instant speed. Do I have to play around anything here? Probably not. It's just, like... Play this. Beast Within? Ooh, Beast Within. Oh, they just scooped. I think I should have pathed my own guy there to play around Beast Within. They had the... They had 2 oofs. How many oofs do you play? Yeah, that's true. So yeah, we could just hold up the... We could either path now and get the 8th land, or we could path when they go for it. Nice deck. Nice deck. All right. 3-1. Let's see if we can get the 4-1. Yeah, I agree. So our only blemish this league has been Urza. This card, only artifact in the deck. They boarded in 2 oofs. This was great. They made their deck a lot worse. Maybe they boarded out some ramp or some lands or something. I don't know. They had to board out something. All right, last match of the first league. I would like to play first. Do we have a keep and die hand? Do we have a keep and die hand? Maybe they boarded out Blood Moon. We're on the play. Yeah, this might be a fold. All right, I fold. All right, I will raise the button with this hand. All right, which spell are we not going to cast this game? Could also bottom the Scapeshift. I think we're just gonna bottom Helix. We have 2 creatures to block early. They mulliganed. I don't know if it was Bolt if I would keep it though. Let's just do this tapped. I used to be under the impression of just bottom Helix and bottom Scapeshift and then try to just stall the game or like not die early and then win is a Tron strategy. But now I think we're just supposed to keep the Scapeshift and try to win. The Tron strategy. Okay. So we want to get to this Cryptic, but we also want to get them down to 18. We're definitely getting Island with this. It's just, what are we playing? It's probably still Steve. Yeah, it's probably still Steve. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to sack either. We're going to see. Sacking will let us do this, but then we also won't get them down to 18. Whereas if we attack them, they'll go to 19, then this will attack them to 18. Okay. Alright. No Once Upon a Meme yet. They find the mine. Sphere. Okay. Let's hope they don't have turn 3. Drawn from Dreams. Alright, let's attack. I think we play the Quaddle here because it's more mana intensive. Although if we play the Astrolabe and rip a land, we could draw this, whereas we would have to draw exactly a basic to play this. This, if we draw a Search, also would be better. But I think we want to sack this, so I want to get the Quaddle in play. Quaddle Lumpur. Yeah, that's fine, though. Because now we get our 4th land, and we might still be fine. They have to not have, like, turn 3 Karn. Which it doesn't look like they do. Okay, so they're going to have turn 4 Tron, and then we can Cryptic their play. It's like O-Stone or something? Okay. If they, like, scrying for an Ulamog, scrying for a... Okay, they have Stirrings. They search for the tower, which means they probably don't have a second tower, so we're likely good from... protected from Ulamog. They found second tower, so now we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble now. Bring to light. Okay, so we have to think now, can we play around Ulamog? And I think the answer is no. We would have to Cryptic bounce the tower now, and then they replay tower, they play Karn, and then we lose a land, and then we probably still die. So I think I just have to Cryptic whatever they play. I could Drawn from Dreams, but then we actually just die to Karn, so I think I'm just supposed to Cryptic and hope they don't have the... Hope they don't have the Ulamog. Looks like they have Ulamog, so we die. They don't have Ulamog. They have Karn. Why would they just tap the 6? Because they want to get Lattice? This is weird because I could kind of let this resolve. I probably shouldn't, though. I probably shouldn't. So what we can do here is, like, counter this. If they have the second Karn, the Great Creator, it's pretty annoying. We would probably lose, actually. They had second Karn. But is it... It's too hard to just let this resolve, so I think I have to just counter this and draw. Find Search. Worm Coil. Okay, that's not really a card. We could beat a Worm Coil. I really want to draw a white source here so that we can BTL because we can't play Astrolabe also. Another Search. Um, let's lead on this. Alright, let's hope we don't die. Let's hope they just have mono worm coil engines. They just have another Karn, we die also, because they get lattice. So yeah, we're dead. Yep. So yeah, we're dead. Can't play anything. Got Karn lattice. Let's board in our counter spells, crumble, cut our removal. We could cut some coatls. They are pretty good against Karn. Although Helix is also fine against Karn. Maybe something like this. I think I like keeping in some Helixes. Teferi isn't amazing. I guess it's better against Karn. Not really. I don't know if I want guys. I guess maybe these are better. Yeah. Teferi doesn't really do anything. Looks like a keep and die hand to me. So we're going to have turn 3 Cryptic up, which hopefully should be good enough. Sounds okay. Maybe. We will see. Yeah, I boarded in force. Yeah, I did. I boarded in both forces. Well, that's pretty good. Just like turn 3 crumble them or whatever. We don't even need to. Probably still just... I might not even crack this. We could just start attacking. It's probably better. Yeah, I boarded in both forces. They have scrying. Alright. Turn 4 crumble. I mean, we could just crumble right now. Right? We're getting 3 lands. All right, let's go for the crumble. Crumble. So I need white, green, blue, red. So this will be red. So we need a green. Yeah, green, and then let that get white. I guess we have this to get white. So maybe I should have just got blue. Oh, I can get blue now. Yeah, we'll get blue with this. And then we have white here. Yep. It's okay, I figured it out. We're gonna send them back to the Stone Age. Get rid of their... Okay, what did they get? They played mine first, which means they probably have more mines. They scrying to get power plant. Let's hit their mine, because they might have more mines in their hand. They did not have either. Emrakul, the Promised End. That's a big game. guess I'll just like take a screenshot of their deck too. We'll take a look. Let's see what they have. 3 Leyline of Sanctity. Jeez. What? They have a Nature's Claim. I don't know why they have a Nature's Claim. 3 Thragtusk? What is going on? 2 Veil of Summer. I guess for Cryptic. 4 Karn with an Emrakul. He actually just scooped. There's so much respect for this Astrolabe. Like, look at this. Look how much respect there is for in Modern. Cryptic Green Man, yeah. Damn. Okay. 3 Leylines, very interesting. I mean, we still have, like, Force of Vigor, and it's possible I now want some number of Teferi to bounce it. I still think I want my, like, all my counter spells. It's weird that they have Veil now. Maybe I just don't want these Helixes. And just board into Fairy. They don't have Warping Will, I don't think, here. No Warping Whale. They have a bunch of Thragtusks, which is worth noting. Alright, I think we just do something like this. Maybe I don't want Drawn, but card just seems good enough. It's better than probably these. Alright, let's see if we can get the 4-1 here. Ah, yes. Our first BTL hand of the night. The old triple green spell, Blue Moon mana base. So let's mulligan. And this hand is excellent. Yeah, I guess I have to make a BTL please emote or something. Just BTL things. Okay, what do we bottom is actually pretty interesting. So, we want a blue card for this. Yeah, I'm also thinking it's Quaddle. Yeah, I agree. Let's roll with it. They multi 5 already, so we might have a chance. They multi 4. Karn deck doing the Karn thing. Tron multi 4. What a great format we live in. What a great format. Tron on 4. I love this game. Okay, they find Power Plant. Not when they lead on Forest, you know. Ooh. I like that. So we're going to guarantee to... No, we're not guaranteed. We're going to turn 4 Acid Moss. Not turn 3, though. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, let's just suspend this. Play this tapped. See, oh no, we are going to get to turn 3 then. Because we drew the land, we get to turn 3 Acid Moss. And they can't Tron. Yeah, they're basically dead. This map is fine. Yeah, who said they should cut Acid Moss from the deck? People are not believers in the Acid Moss. Come on. Card is nuts. Let's get Island. I want to double a second blue for this. I guess I could just play this. I choose you. Turn 3 Acid Moss. GG. Nice Tron deck. And then we're going to get the... Probably just get the breeding pool here. Modern's just a very funny format. I like it. It's just funny. It makes me laugh. Very comical. Oh, Stone. This is not a card. Didn't you get the memo? I don't think they had it in their deck. They boarded in O-Stone. That seems really loose. Like, what are you trying to O-Stone? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Our Tron opponents are just, like, clicking buttons for whatever reason. Yeah, you're gonna crack your O-Stone to kill a Quaddle. Good work. Good work, Mr. Tron player. Right on time. Just in case they boarded in like a warping wheel or something, I'll just have open the mana. White, blue, green, red, something else. So we just need, just get a basic here. White, blue, green, red, whatever. Yeah, just get basic. Blue, green, red, and another. Cast this. Then we'll just like... so they'll just draw a card. Draw a card if opponent casts a blue or black spell. Sure. That is not how that works. Yep. Let's get our Scapeshift. Is this turn 5 lethal? Hiya. Hiya. Boom. Taste it. All right, so we get the 4-1. We get the 4-1. So for some reason, I 4-1 every single league I play in, which I'm not complaining because 4-1ing everything is great. We're not getting those sweet trophies that we want to get, but you know. All right, so we'll do a small recap here of 60 card. So that league, let me just update the score. So that league, we lost to Grixis Urza, and then we beat Eldrazi Tron, Red, Blackburn, Ponza, and Green Tron. The matchup against Urza just felt kind of rough. Our draws weren't amazing. So I think the first thing I want to do is cut a Cryptic Command. I just think it's too clunky. The draws where you don't have Astrolabe, like we kept a hand with 3 Cryptics and never casted them, or there was another game we drew 3 Cryptics and couldn't cast them, or maybe I kept both hands. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's just too hard to cast, so we're gonna cut them. I think I just want to play 4 Astrolabe in my deck. So I think we're gonna start there. And I think with 4 Astrolabe, it's going to be easier to cast Helix. So I still think I want to keep the Helixes in the deck. I have not been very impressed with Path. I say it almost every time I play this deck. To the point where I kind of want to cut it for a Teferi and just run that. It's only slightly worse against Storm and like Devoted Druid, where we're actually dying to their guys before we can play it, a Teferi. But Teferi is just so much better elsewhere. So I think I want to try this. It's a bit ambitious, but I think I want to just try a 3rd Teferi. Just gonna have to rent it, so give me a second. Don't want to rent anything else. I think the rest of it's like pretty good. 1 Narset. Not in this deck, Dave. Double blue, like, we're already having a hard time with this. You can't fetch it off Bring to Light. It would probably have to be in, like, the Drawn from Dream slot, but I think this card's just better. So yeah, we're going to play 1 more of these. Yeah, I could also miss, too, where we can't really afford to have it miss. It doesn't really solve any of the problems. So I might try something like this now. I'm still not sure about like the right land configuration. 25 like has felt fine, so I think we're gonna keep running with it. It would be nice to have like another like a Windswept Teeth to have extra like the ability to play Astrolabe more reliably on turn 1. The rest of the deck, I think, is fairly solid, so I think we're just going to keep going with it. The sideboard, I don't think I'm going to change anything. I've been really liking the sideboard. All right, cool. We have a Teferi. Also, I think with 4 Astrolabe, it's going to be a bit better on the mana base, so I think it's going to make it like we're basically just adding more redraws in the deck and cutting a Cryptic and a Path. So I think I'm going to try this in the 2nd league. So let's I'm going to tweet this out. All right, put that on Twitter. So the reason why I think we're off EE is because it's just too slow. Like again, in the matchups where you want to kill their early guys, like you have to put the EE on 2 and then crack it on 3, which is the same thing as just playing Teferi and bouncing something. So I think I'm off EE for now, and I don't know if I'm gonna put it back in, but. Thanks, Mantax. I really love hearing that. I love playing this deck. It's a ton of fun. I've been having a lot of fun streaming it too. And taking you guys on the journey of tuning this deck for paper tournaments. So Yeah, it's been awesome. I'm just going to take a couple minute break, just going to fill up my water bottle, and we're going to be back to start the second league momentarily. So stay tuned. All right, we're back, and what do I see? Is that Mantax gifting a sub? I didn't see did the notification go off? That's awesome. Thank you so much, Mantax, gifting it to Thylian. That's really awesome. Let me know if it went off. Very curious. Nice. Was it cool? I hope so. If anybody knows somebody that can help me with like sub badges and like emotes, I definitely want to get started on that pretty soon. Ooh, that's a cute little sub gifter. That's awesome. All right, so let's get into it. League number 2. All right, I'll message you after the stream, Dave. So let's see if I can. Don't want to mess with this too much though. I guess I'll just reset the score. I wanted to put like have both up, but we'll just reset this. Actually, no, I could just shrink this and do this. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. There we go. That way it shows both. Cool. All right, so match 1 of our tweaked 60 card Astrolabe, and here we see in its natural habitat a clear BTL hand. You know, just chilling with 5 blue cards and no blue lands, so gonna ship it. And we have an awesome hand here. And even though it is likely wrong to bottom a Bring to Light in usual hands, we have 3 of them, so this time it's going to go away. Bloodstained Mire Go. Wonder what that is. Definitely going to lead on Astrolabe here. Cool. Turn 3 Acid Moss. If our hand doesn't... We don't lose our Steve here. Blood Crypt tap. So this might be like Jun, and they're going to play like a Ren and 6. No? What is this? Mardu? Mardu Stoneforge. Okay. Things are happening. Things are definitely happening. Get the Batter Skull. I guess we just play the Breeding Pool here. Interesting, interesting. I still think we want to go for Acid Moss, just because it's such a tempo play. They're going to probably pass to put their Batter Skull in play. You're up against, like, Mardu Stoneforge? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Let's get Island. Yeah. Let's put this into play. Oops. And, so their splash color is usually white, but now they're playing Stoneforges. It's, maybe they're more leaning on the white. So I think I want to get rid of the Vantage here, but they also have a fetch line, so it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, let's hit the Vantage. So we'll probably prompt them to put the Batter Skull in play. We'll get the Temple Garden, yeah. So now we actually have a BTL that we can use just as like a value, like Supreme Verdict or something. So they get Sacred Foundry. So they're going to go above 18, so we will need to go to 8 lands here. But again, we can have like a value. It's probably just going to be Verdict. So unfortunately we got Brutality, which means we don't really have the luxury of playing Brink to Light now. We're also at 9. So, okay, let's just draw a million Brink to Lights. Why not? So I think it's safest to get the Verdict here. Also, it kind of disguises that we have another one. It just looks like we played ours. It could be Ojutai's Command here to, like, bring back the Steve and gain 4 or something. But Verdict would take this off the table. We're going to go up to 6. Then we're going to have 7 next turn, so it's not even lethal. It could be like Cryptic to like bounce the Germ and draw a card. Bring back Steve. I guess, yeah, that's also true. If we bring back the Steve, then we have 8 mana. So yeah, I like that. You've convinced me. So we probably just, yeah, we'll get the Ojutai's Command. Question is, should we gain 4? I don't think we need to. I think we could just draw a card here. Because even if they kill our guy, we're still fine. So bring Steve back, draw a card. I doubt they have Surgical. We draw another land. Yeah, that's a good catch, actually. That we actually win next turn if we get back to Steve. Thanks again, Mantax. That's like really generous of you, and I really appreciate it. It's awesome that people like the content. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, you gain 4 life. Alright, well, let's sack a creature. And we're gonna go get... We can just get Island here. So we're gonna have 8, so 6 times 2 times 3, which is 36. So I'm pretty sure we're good here. We'll save them. We'll save these in our hands if it's somewhat relevant, but it won't be. Just make sure we tap right. Come on. Moto, please. Okay, white. This. Bring to light. Scapeshift. Cast. And we're going to have to sack everything here, but it's fine. 1, 2. They might have some weird Mardu card, but they only have 1 mana up, so even then it doesn't matter. And all of those at you. And you're dead. All right, so game 1, Mardu Blade. Okay, how do we want to board against Mardu Blade? We want our Veils for their for their discard. I like Pia versus their Stoneforge plan. Also probably Baloth and like all the guys. It's interesting whether or not we want an answer to Swords and like Batter Skulls. We might. Depends what we want to cut. I guess now we're playing a lot less bad cards, so it's hard to cut things. Definitely cut Acid Moss on the draw. Verdict in general isn't amazing, as is this, even though it was pretty good that game. I really like all the Teferis, the Helixes for their Stoneforge. Quaddle's block. Remand's not amazing on the draw. I think it's nice having an answer to Swords, but we have Teferi, so I think that might just be too much. I guess we could probably cut Remand on the draw and board it back in on the play. So I think I'm going to do something like this. All right, let's battle. We also need to see like more of what they're doing. Like what if they're playing like more spells, we might want like Rest in Peace for like Revelers or something. All right. Keep and die hand. Let's go for it. Not going to ship this. They're going to probably have a Thoughtseize. Okay, we lose our Teferi. So we have Baloth against the World. So that means we probably want to play the Stomping Ground. Growth Spiral is interesting. It's just like, what are you going to cut for a Growth Spiral? They have the Stoneforge. At that point, would you not just want to play more Remands over the Growth Spiral? It's only good in hands where you draw a lot of lands. That's a lot of Helix. All right. What'd they get? Batter Skull. Yep. All right, Stoneforge down. Just the classic Naya hand. Keep cutting white cards. Drew another Inquisition. All right, I'm going to take my Helix. I mean, the white cards are good, right? It's basically just removal. It's just Teferi and Helix. That is not a good draw. All right. They have 2 Stoneforges. That's tough. They'll probably get like Feast and Famine or something. Fire and Ice. All right, this can block a Fire and Ice, so that's good. We will have to draw something eventually, and there it is. So let's just hard cast this. I mean, the mana is bad, but we are now playing 4 Astrolabe, so it can't be that bad. It's tough to say. We're really just trying to figure out, can we keep more hands by playing Astrolabe? I'm not sure. The format also slowed down a bit, so you're not just like hard pressed into having like Path on turn 2, for example. Yeah, so now we drew Teferi, so that's very good. Probably just want to do that. Okay, so if we bounce the Stoneforge, they're just going to put Batterskull in play. We could bounce the sword. I think we bounce the sword, they put the Batterskull in play, and then they have to, like, use their whole turn to do this. Whereas if I bounce this, they just put the Batterskull in play, they can equip it and, like, have a lot of mana. So I think I just bounce the sword. Although, it would be nice to bounce the Stoneforge, but then they get another equipment. All right, let's bounce the sword here. Draw another Teferi. All right, cool. I like me more Teferis. We're not going to attack here. We're going to probably block their Batterskull. Maybe. We'll see. They brutalitied and took our Bring to Light. That's pretty good. So if I block here, we take 4, and then we can bounce this. Yeah. Oh no, they shrunk our guy. That's fine. I guess I should just lose my Teferi there. Yeah, I didn't realize they shrunk the guy. And they pitched a Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. It's a bit of a problem. Let's do this. I thought our guy was still a 4/4. So now we want to bounce the Germ so that they can put the sword, but that's fine. If we bounce this, yeah, we got to bounce the Germ now. Keep them at 18. Draw Cryptic Command. All right, that's fine. Do you really want that Bring to Light to kill them? They're going to put the sword in play now. Okay. I mean, we're going to block. Unless they have a way of, like, removing our guy. think my mic was off for a while. Oops. I did not realize it got muted. I don't know how much of that you missed, but we still have lethal if we rip. No, I think I muted myself. We still win if we rip a thing. They're ghost courting their own thing, so they have like a double red spell they want to play here. A lot of it. I basically just said if we draw a way to win next turn, we're gonna still win. Blood Moon. So yeah, so now we're definitely gonna board in. We're definitely gonna board in Force of Vigor. Blood Moon's pretty good. Yeah, let's just do this. We're dead to this, so we are now not necessarily dead. I don't know how we're gonna win this game, but this is a start. They don't have black anymore, so it's not that bad. Do we have any way of taking the Blood Moon off the table, though? Like second Cryptic Command, because we're out of Teferis. They have a path. Yeah. If they could just remove this, we die. We'll dome them. They don't gain life. Seasoned Pyromancer. You have to rip like Cryptic Command into Bring to Light or something. Alright, we're dead. Alright, game 3. There's the Cryptic. Okay, so I think I want Force in my deck. I might want Remand on the play. What's bad on the play? Coatl's not amazing, so I think I want to trim like a few of them. Maybe I just don't want any helixes. I could see that. Just like board out all the helixes. Like we're boarding in Remand for the Stoneforge. I don't think we want... We can try to get them with like the Acid Moss on turn 3. Going ahead and land in the slower mirror is pretty good. Maybe I actually want that. Board out another Coatl. Alright, let's try this. Might be a bit loose, but you know. Yeah, so we have a turn 2 Remand. We don't have Veil. Veil would be very good against their discard, but can't mulligan the hand like this. And it's also like pretty good against Blood Moon. Lead on this. Bluff a Veil of Summer. They don't have the discard. We didn't draw the land. So now, are we supposed to still just play the Steve, or are we supposed to remand their Stoneforge? I think it's just so insane if we draw the land that I think we're just supposed to play the Steve. We probably have to get Forest here. They're going to play their Stoneforge, but if we get to... They don't have the Stoneforge? Really? No, maybe they do. I was going to say if they just pass with 2 fetch lines up, we can Acid Moss them even if we draw it. Yeah, so they're going for the Stoneforge here, I think. No? What is this? Dreadhorde Arcanist? What is going on? Okay. Let's get our Forest. We just need any land here. That's a good one. That is a ding in my book. The old, I got 5, you got 1. Jerry Mardu plays 4. Wow, okay. I was not expecting that. I think we get white here just because we already have Bring to Light. Like, this is why I love Acid Moss on the play against most decks, because, like, this swing is crazy when you have 5 lands and they have 1 or, like, 2, basically. So we'll lose our remand, but our hand's very well set up. They actually can Inquisition us again, but we don't have another 3. So, worked out very well. They have Plains, but it doesn't do much. Okay, what do we want to do now? We can Bring to Light for something. We could Bring to Light for Drawn from Dreams, maybe. That's kind of weak, though. We could just put Huntmaster in play. I like how we have... They could have some way of... I could just go Bring to Life for Cryptic and bounce this and draw a card. If they go Thoughtseize, it's like, it's a mess. But they would have Thoughtseized us that turn, probably. This is kind of interesting. I kind of like Cryptic bouncing this. Because they can't replay it right now. We draw another Bring to Light. Nice. So our opponent wrote lol in the chat. So it's pretty funny. Nice Blood Moon. So he actually drew the Thoughtseize, so I guess we kind of got a bit lucky, but it was going to be tough to beat Thoughtseize there anyways. They take the Bring to Light, but now they don't have a land. So, draw Baloth. I think we just play the Huntmaster now. Because even if we draw a land next turn, we can go land Steve into Scapeshift and kill them. Also, if this way, if they have like another Thoughtseize or something, or a Brutality, which is looks like what they have. Oh no, but now they can kill the Huntmaster too. That's not good for us. That's not very good. Discarding Seasoned Pyromancer. Now we're kind of on the beatdown plan. Okay, the deck just loves us tonight. The deck just loves us tonight. Let's just get our duders in play. The Motley Crew. Let's see if it can go the distance. They finally draw their red source. So they can play the Arcanist. So any land kills them except for Valakut. So that wins the game. So we can go, because we have 3 green already. So let's do that. Let's kill our opponent. I like that. Do you think they're going to be Assault Machine? Yep, there it is. I'll show you guys the chat in a second. The salt has the vegan in the chat knew what's up. Yep, the salt is coming. I'll show you guys the salt. Here's the salt. How am I going to show this? I guess I have to like pop it out. Here we go. They wrote, such skill. If this deck drew like that all the time, it would actually maybe a good deck. Nice salt, bro. Nice salt. There we go. Do we... Oh, we lost game 2. Alright, so 1-0. Let's keep it going. Just killing it. You know, with our perfect deck. The delicious salt. You knew it was coming. Knew it was coming. Yeah, so this is, I think this has been playing out better. I think having 4 Astrolabe is just like a necessity if that's the route we're going to go. Still want to figure out like the mana base if we do need the 26 land or if we need something to become a fetch land. I don't know what it would be though. It would have to be it would have to be a 26 land basically. If we wanted another land drop for Astrolabe, but then we'd have to cut something. And we don't want to cut anything. All right, so, you know, BTL hand into another BTL hand, but this hand's better. Bottom. Guess a bottom mountain. Ooh, a Valakut strategy. I like that. All right. Sometimes we're drawing good. Sometimes we're drawing good. So against them, I want to try to stay above 18. So let's get Forest. Although I might just have to shock in the Quaddle next turn. I assume they're red-green. They have their own Steve. We drew the mountain again. So I think it's better for us to just play Quaddle. So let's just shock this. I don't know. It was a thought. I said that we wanted to stay above 18. I didn't say that we would. Like, what if we drew exactly basic island there? I think we stay above 18 this game. What is this? Baloth. So they're going to go to 22. I really want to remand like their Titan. I think I just let this happen. They're so scared of the burn decks that they're on like 4 main deck Titan Baloth or whatever. Also, I can gain life to go above 18 anyways. Okay, so let's see. We can get island here. I kind of want to get island off the second one. It's probably still island. Ooh, that's a card. I don't think I need to remand anything this turn, but I should probably hold it up anyways, because I can. I think we cast this. Now I have to get blue, but we drew Astrolabe, so it's fine. Let's get blue, play this, and pass. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to take 3 or take 4. Go to 13. They're going to pass. We will need to draw something at some point. That's a card. That is a freaking card. If we get to counter a Primeval Titan and bring this back, that would be insane. That was a draw. All right. I like it. And it actually counters the Titan, which is huge. Good old O command coming up big. So if they just attack first, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna block. It looks like it's happening. The good old O command. And then we're gonna get this back. Now that's value. That is value. That is like the most amount of value possible. Okay, so and now we have Remand for the next one. So let's play our Teferi here. Probably just bounce this Astrolabe. Also a really cool interaction is you get to draw 2 off your Teferi. Let's replay this. Okay, we do need to draw something that's going to win the game at some point. We can just hold this search in our hand. So let's just play like this tapped. All right. So we're going to have another 2 looks at it this turn, assuming they play something that... Another Titan. Go back to where you came from. There it is. So we're going to have 8, 9 mana. Yeah. So we got there. We got there. Skill game. So we've drawn 4 mountains, so we still have 6 in our deck. We could even search here just for funsies. Blue, white, red. No, blue, green, red, white. Yeah, so let's just search because why not? Play this. White, blue. We also have. We could do it on their turn. We have so many options. Green, white, red. Bring to light. We can get like 2 Valakuts. We have 7 mountains. We could just sack everything. I guess we have 6. But I mean, this is fine. Could have left 1 in play if I really wanted to, but... Boom. Upstairs. Who's the better Valakut deck? We are. GG. Alright, so we're playing against the inferior Valakut deck. So we want all our counter spells for sure. They're going to probably board in Veil of Summer, but, you know, it doesn't really do much for us. Our deck is pretty well set up anyways. Could probably board out, like, Acid Moss and, like, Helixes, maybe. Actually, yeah, Crumble, too. Good catch. I forgot about it. It's interesting we want, like, Timely, though probably not. These cards don't do anything. And these are like fine at getting them below. Teferi's not amazing. I guess I could trim it to Teferi. Like run this. It's just a nice card to have. It finds us things. Sand's not great, but you can't really ship the sand when you sign up for this deck. If we draw like any of like the land destruction spells or like Bring to Light, we'll have a quick one with these. Drew Astrolabe, that's awesome. Okay, Scapeshift. Hopefully we'll win the game later, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. They probably have like a Steve or something. Yep. They're sacking right away? That's weird. So a play pattern that could happen is like they play Scapeshift, we force, and they Veil of Summer. So interesting to keep in mind that like our counter spells aren't just like hard counters. They could have the soft counter back. So we can stay above 18 here by getting Island and just playing Steve. We don't have a blue card yet. They went to 17, so we're fine. Sudden Shock. Yep. Nice card. So their hand's excellent. So they could have Titan next turn. It's just turn 3. They've ramped 3 times. So that's really good. We're definitely gonna sack here, probably for Island. Draw Ojitai's Command. I think that was a good one. So let's. I guess we could shock. Probably just shock this one. So if they have the Scapeshift with 7 lands, we have the Force. And if they have the Titan now, we have the O Command. They could have Veil of Summer, which would ruin our day, but, you know, that's modern. They have triple ramp plus the payoff, and looks like a Scapeshift. And the counterspell we're going to lose. There's a Scapeshift. So again, we just got to hope they don't have Veil of Summer here. No Veil of Summer. Nice. They could have a second one, though. Which is why we drew Cryptic Command. Skill game. There we go. Easy enough. Now it looks like Titan. Scapeshift. Scapeshift. That's why we draw 2 counter spells. All right. Nice deck. I mean, we still win here. We have Scapeshift on 7, so this didn't even matter, but, you know. Sack this. He has a family. Leave him alone. So we can get 2 green off this. Even play around like Beast Within here, because we have... Oh, no, we don't play around Beast Within here. We're going to die the Beast Within. Don't have it. I don't even know if their deck plays it. I guess not. All right. Yeah, this is why I like this matchup for us. We also ramp, but we play a bunch of counter spells, and we have like land interaction. So I definitely think we're ahead in that matchup. All right, so we are 6-1 on the day. Still undefeated. Let's keep it going. Is this going to be a trophy stream? Let's see. Playing against Islands Are Still Rad. Interesting username. Let's draw. And we're going to keep. We have an Astrolabe and a Quaddle. Okay, that's not necessarily great. Playing against Tron. It's bound to happen. Steve is a good draw here, though, because now if we rip a land, we have Acid Moss on turn 3 on the play. So let's hope for that. Do they just natural? Did they keep 7? They kept 7. Yeah, they just have natural Tron, so we really need to draw land here. If we do, I think we win. If not, we probably die, so we have like a 50% chance of getting there. A bit less. Come on, land. Oh, actually, Valakut isn't an out either, so it's like less. We have like a 20 out of 50, so whatever that is, like 40%. Is that 40%? 2.5? Yeah, it's 40%. We're 40% to get there. Do we believe, chat? Do we believe that there is an untapped land on the top of our deck? Do we believe? I don't know what they're thinking about. They're like, what is this deck? They're probably trying to search up like what are we doing? All right. Do we get there? Boom. Hiya. Not hiya. All right, we probably die now. Nice deck. You know, sometimes punished. As John would say, sometimes punished. We don't always get there. Just most of the time, you know. Do they have natural Tron or turn 3 Tron with Karn? Double Matter Reshaper would be nice. Smasher would be nice. All these unplayable magic cards. Chalice the Void on 1. All of these magic cards. Karn the Great Creator would be pretty mean, though. What are they doing? Mind Stone. So it looks like E-Tron, which we're a lot happier to play against than actual Tron. It's like a Ballista? What is this? Ugin the Ineffable? Okay. Bad Tron. Let's go. I mean, we might still lose, but, you know. So what did they search for? They searched for tower, so they're less likely to have tower. I probably want to draw land here, so we're not going to fetch this. Okay, so I think we definitely just hit the tower here. I could leave this uncracked. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this uncracked. Cool Astrolabe secrets. And let's get probably Stomping Ground. Or Temple Garden, sorry. We have 3 blue, but we can get the Breeding Pool with this. So yeah, let's get the Temple Garden. Our thing still has Death Touch, so we're fine. Not going to attack here. Although, actually, no, I'm supposed to attack there. Put them to 19, and then attack again. Put them to 18. Yeah. I think I was supposed to attack them that turn. Because I kind of don't want to block here, right? Like, I don't want to give them a spell. Wow, they just have another tower. That's unlucky. That's unlucky. Okay, so our plan wouldn't have worked anyways. Wow, they have 2 towers. So mean. So mean. Okay. I mean, we're not dead. Like, I think we're still fine. Depends what they have. What is this? Chalice of the Void on 4. I would say that is reasonably good against our hand here. We're going to screenshot this. I think they got us. I think they got us. Well, no, because they searched it, so... Hey, Hazoff. Thank you for the follow. I thought it's the best one to destroy because they just searched for it, right? They're more likely to have the first one they played. So we have to draw basically Teferi. That is not a Teferi. You assume they don't have multiple copies of the one they just searched up, but you know, could happen. Could happen. Might still lose to Batron, you know. Chalice of the Void on 4 is pretty good. Welcome to Modern. Chalice of the Void on 4. So I actually wanted to remand something. I guess I could remand my own Cryptic, but I'm not really winning that game. So I could Cryptic and then remand it. Actually, no, that's fine. That works. Gives me a look at a... doesn't matter. No, I had to hold control. Okay, so I would have drawn one more card. Didn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Would have seen one card deeper. I would have had a Cryptic in my hand. Drawn a card. Yeah, we're still very dead. Alright. So E-Tron, we lose game 1. Let's board in our forces, our veto, our force, our crumble. We're on the play. Don't love Helix. Don't know if I want Verdict. Might just be some number of Ice Fangs. Depends if, like, O command's better. Which I don't think it is. And then we can probably cut, like... I don't know, Coatlo's very good at blocking. Could be Drawn from Dreams, just because we don't really... We want to keep in all our Coatlos, and all the other cards are better. So I think on the play, we could board like this. Don't think I want anything else. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like too attached to this card. Hasn't done too much. I feel like maybe with less redraws, we're more likely to not get Drawn from Dreams. So it's possible in specifically Astrolabe version, we don't want Drawn from Dreams because now we have more Cryptics. So that could be something worth noting. Okay, nice 4-1, Dave. Why would you say it's a bad thing for you? Because you're going to want to play blue-white? Bring to light hand. Should I just keep this? Keep in die hand? we draw the green, we could still play this for like... Sounds really close. If we draw green swords, I think we're very good. I feel like I should mulligan this, but I really want to keep this. This is a really close hand. I'm gonna see what see what other BTL members think of this. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. I'm gonna mulligan. We'll keep this. Let's put back probably Cryptic. I don't see myself casting this anytime soon. We'll lead on this. Seeing a lot of Tron, which could mean we want another remand in the deck somewhere. E-Temple. Okay. Well, let's do this. Really hope they don't have, like, second E-Temple Thought-Knots here. Second E-Temple Thought-Knots here. Nice. Okay. Lose our Teferi. Let's get probably like Hallowed Fountain here. And then we're going to get Island with this. Okay. We got to draw spells at some point. All right, we're going to take 4. They have Cavern of Souls. Reshaper? Yep. Let's... I guess we fetch here. Get, like... Breeding Pool or Temple Garden. We have Cryptic in the deck, so I guess we get Breeding Pool. Alright, so... Don't think we're going to win this game. We're going to take 7 this turn. Guess we'll keep fetching. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Cryptic and bottom the mountain, but I only have 2 lands at that point. With a search. Yeah, it's possible I'm supposed to just like bottom the mountain. Go to 5. Maybe got to draw like removal, but we don't have removal. This Endbringer. So they just like they shot all dudes this game, and now we don't have Verdict in our deck. We have Brinked Light, but I boarded Verdict out. So yeah, that's a mistake. I should have kept Verdict in. Do I have any way of living this game? Probably not now. I can't even like go off and like Wrath their board. Should have a Verdict here. I can Cryptic to bounce something, but that's not good enough. Cryptic, bounce this. I don't have any outs. Yeah, I think we just die here. I boarded those out, right? Can't even, like, helix something. I think I still just die here. Yeah, we're dead. I guess I'll play it. Just see what we have. It's really tough to, like, sideboard also with this deck. Like, that game we just saw, like, Ugin plus, like, a Ballista, and then they just have all dudes. So I could bounce their Endbringer and draw a card, but then we die. I could Ice Fang, but we still die. Yeah, we're just dead. We only have 6 lands, right? It's turn 5. Yeah, we only have 6 lands, so yep, we're dead. We would Verdict and draw a card. Alright, so we lost E-Tron. It's like tough because like we didn't see Karn, but do I not board in Force of Vigor? Like, alright, so we're 2-1, round 4, and this hand's fine, so we'll keep. They mull to 6. They mull to 5. Another Tron deck, maybe. You never know. Just straight into it. So we're gonna get our revenge here on the E-Tron deck, hopefully. Cryptic means I want to get like Breeding Pool, but then I can't Helix. I guess it could be Temple Garden because I'm gonna have 3. Yeah, I kind of like that. This way I can actually play the Helix, and then we have 3 blue off of this. Do they just have double E Temple? No, they don't. That's good. Second Search is, I guess, nice. So we'll suspend that. We can play this tapped. Although I guess I had to play Misty so that we could hold up Cryptic. So that was a mistake. Because now we can Misty, but we only have 1 blue source coming. This does make it easier to cast Helix, but we don't even know if we want to cast Helix yet. We just lost E-Tron, and now we're playing against E-Tron. They have Smasher now. Yep, might cost me. This deck is hard to play. I don't have Cryptic up now. Which kind of sucks. Yep. We might still be fine this game. We can Helix them. We're going to have Cryptic for next turn. So I would have liked to have countered this, but not in the cards. We'll let them do something. They're going to probably take the Cryptic now. Or they take the Scapeshift. Would have liked to counter this. This deck's hard. Took Scapeshift. All right. I mean, this not being Path to Exile is like really bad against this deck. So, but we do have 3 Teferis, which is like really good in the matchup. Mimic. I guess I just want to kill this Mimic. We need to get a blue source here. And this will come off. We'll get probably Island. Astrolabe is nice. Redraw. Okay, we might still be able to get there this game. So we can go... They're going to probably move to combat. We have to go tap their team, draw a card. Because if we bounce this, we're going to draw a card, but then they just take our other cryptic. So let's... I could just like bounce this and draw, but I think we can do that next turn. We drew another land. That's not great. They have 1 card left. It is a brick. All right, so we just have to draw a Scapeshift or Bring to Light in the next draw, like 3 draws. So we have plenty of outs here. O command doesn't do a whole lot here. So they have 9. So yeah, we could actually gain... we can go out of range. We can go to 1. So we can just gain 4 life and draw a card, and then go to 1, and then still have Cryptic up for next turn. Right, so they have 5, 9, 12, and then this gains 4, so we go to 13. So I think I actually just let them attack here. Although we could just Cryptic counter... No, because we're going to draw a card. Yeah, alright, I'm down. Go to 1. Gain 4 life, draw a card. This gives us like maximum looks. Teferi's also not bad. So we might actually not even... It's like if we bounce the Thought Knots here, we get 2 draws, but then they take the Cryptic. We'd have to like counter the... We could tap and bounce. We're definitely playing this Teferi. It's what do we want to do with it? It might be correct to Teferi bounce our own Astrolabe and then just Cryptic bounce the team or tap the team. Because this gives us also a maximum amount of draws. I think I bounced this. We still are not hitting. So now we get to replay Astrolabe. We still haven't hit yet. We've gone 22 deep now. So let's tap the team. Draw a card. Draw another Teferi. Okay, now we might actually be able to live. Let's see. Yeah, this happens sometimes. We're getting the opposite side of variance now. They did take a Scapeshift, though, so we have slightly less outs. They're going to find Tron. I wonder what they have. I hope they don't have, like, Karn or something. Is their last card actually Karn? No way. Ugin the Ineffable. That's going to be probably hard to beat. Would like to hit it this turn. We have 5 outs. Okay, we did not hit. So I think the most amount of redraws is Teferi bounce the Thought Knots here. I think we go for that. I guess Verdict's also an out. We have white, white, blue. Yeah, so Let's play another Teferi. I guess we could just bounce our own Astrolabe, but we might need to, if we don't draw, what Astrolabe gives us another look. So if we bounce this Thought Knots here, we're dead to the Smasher for sure. So I actually think it's better to bounce the, but we can't replay the Astrolabe because we don't have the land. So I actually think we just bounce this Thought Knots here. Gives us 2 looks. Yeah. We brick. And we brick. I think we're dead now. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, that sucks. It's gonna happen. We had plenty of draws. Unfortunately, just didn't get there. Okay, so our third match against E-Tron on the night. It's like I think I want the forces, but it's like kind of bad. It's like I don't know how many counterspells I actually want against this deck. It's pretty tough to say whether or not I want dudes either. Or we just leave our deck like kind of similar. Maybe against them specifically, I don't want the counterspells. We just leave in remand. And then how many guys do I actually want? Maybe none. Maybe I just board in like these 2. Force of Vigor is also like not amazing, but probably needed. Could cut Drawn, but I think Drawn's fine. Let's try without the counterspells this time. It's for their Karn. Or like, mostly Karn. Ah, yes. A classic BTL hand. It could hit map too. Classic BTL hand. So we're going to keep this. We're going to bottom a Scapeshift. I think we lead on turn 1 search, so probably off of this. I guess it's like kind of similar though, but I don't want to get forest with this, so let's leave with this. Sounds okay. I guess I could get island, but it's fine. Remand. So is there anything we want to remand on turn 2? I think given they played tower, I think the answer is no. So I think we go for the Astrolabe. Find Verdict. Is this like Mindstone? Map. Okay, so they're going to have turn 3 Tron, but that's fine. Because it's kind of slow here. So here we're going to get probably Plains so that we can cast Verdict. Draw that. So Valakut is going to enter tap no matter what. So let's play it this turn. Again, this matchup should be better for us. Maybe it's my specific version for cutting path. It gets worse. They just have natural Tron into Smasher. All right, so that's going back to where you came from. Like we still have Quaddles, which are very good. Maybe I'm just a madman and I should just cut my helixes for paths. Maybe that's the next step. I think that was a good one. I think that one was pretty good. So they got a power plant. I think that one was good. So we can crumble them, which is pretty good. We could go for the riskier play, I guess, and try to acid moss them. But if they have a second Tron piece. Okay, what did they do? This game they played... So they led on tower. They went tower into... Tower, play power plant, play mine. So I want to go for the greedy play here. Because if they just go like Temple Thought-Knots here, then we're losing. So I think I go for this. Question is, what do we target? They played mine last. They played tower first. And they fetched... We know they have another power plant. So it's one of these two. They played this one last. So we're going to hit the mine here. Thanks, Thylian, for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Have a great night. Really appreciate the kind words, too. That's awesome to hear. Let's get breeding pool. Yeah. All right, so a bit of a greedier play. Let's hope they don't have a second mine. They don't. And they have nothing. Okay, so I think we're going to be fine. We can just verdict this if we really want to. We have outs to win the game right now. That is not an out to win the game, but it's still fine. So we definitely want to verdict this, so let's... White. Blue. I guess I don't even need to. Just like leave this, do this. Yeah, I think I was misboarding before. My deck is, again, probably built worse against this specific deck, but... Hey, green cuttlefish. Yeah, so I think Astrolabe's very good. Definitely going to keep testing it, for sure. Trying to come up with if this is more optimal than before. I guess I didn't want to fetch there because I actually want to draw land here. That works. So we kill them. So we have 7 mounds left in our deck, so we should be fine. Can even like style a bit. Cast this. Get like forest. We have 8 lands. That's more than enough. Cast this, sacking like these. All right, upstairs. All right, we win game 2. So, going into game 3, I think I like my plan of not boarding encounter spells. We haven't seen Karn the Great Creator. We have to assume they have it, though. But there's not much we can actually do about it. I still think this is probably how I want to be boarding. They're playing Mimics, so they're kind of lower to the ground. But we have Quaddles that can block. Is this hand too slow? It's really tough to mulligan a hand like this. So I think we're going to keep it. But it could just die. Keep and die. That is not a great draw. They have like Mimic, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna get definitely gonna get a basic here. It's possible the sand was just too greedy. On the play, maybe I keep this. On the draw, I should chip it. They're gonna play like Thought Knots here now or something. Probably not gonna be alright here, unfortunately. Since our thing won't even have Death Touch. Yeah, this hand was probably too greedy. Even for my liking. Don't even have white if we draw to fairy. We don't have triple blue for this or white for this. Yeah, this is probably a mulligan. Didn't have Astrolabe. They took Crumble because it's the only castable card. They didn't attack, so they don't know how this card works. So we should be at 15 here. Of course, we draw another triple blue spell. I guess I could have played this. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're punished by the greed. Punished by the greed. Do they just have it all? Okay, they don't have it all. They have most of it, but not all of it. They should attack. So they don't know this doesn't have Death Touch, so they're throwing. I think we play it. I think we play it. The rare Scapeshift on 4. But we're definitely going to play it. So we're going to get Island. Do I even want to have Island? I could leave the Stomping Ground in play. I think I just do that. If they... Thing is, if they Ghost Quarter an Island, then I'm kind of screwed. But I need 3 basics in play. I could get Breeding Pool Island. That way I still have 3 basics. I don't need this red right now. I think it's... Could be Hallowed Fountain. I guess it's got to be Breeding Pool because we bring to light already. Yeah, let's do this. All right. We should have lost this game. I should have mulliganed. They're throwing it back. Crazy stuff's happening. We just Scapeshifted on 4. You know, classic BTL stuff. So now we're definitely going to block this. That will take. Strange game. Very strange game. So we should have taken 4. They have nothing. All right. This game's pretty hilarious, actually. I put against 3 E-Tron decks and a regular Tron deck. A lot of Tron. They're doing nothing. Okay, so I think we We can Cryptic bounce this Thought-Knot Seer and draw a card. I think they have a bunch of 6 drops probably. I could just play a Quaddle here. I really want to hit lands though. So let's do this. We drew another Quaddle. Scapeshift. Do I have lands in this deck? Oh my goodness. Okay. So if they actually take this Scapeshift with Thought-Knot Seer, we can't win. So I have to pass. This game's funny. This game is pretty funny. I have to discard. Do I just discard Brink to Lights? I think I just discard a Brink to Light. This game is funny. I definitely don't want to block this because they're tight on mana right now. So let's keep taking it. Endbringer. So like the problem here is that I really want to Cryptic this, and I think I have to. But then if they just Thought-Knot Seer and take the Scapeshift, I lose. But we can draw a white source for the O command. I think I have to counter this and draw. Okay, Remand is also... Remand works. We did, like, sack 3 lands, which is... And there are also 3 mountains. This game is, like, very funny. We finally hit the land. So now we can just, like, O-command their thing. They hit Tron. Oh... That's probably bad. That is probably bad for us. We go to 9. If they have Smasher, do we lose? Should I gain 4 life to play around Smasher here? I can't actually get planes, so I have to take 2 here. Take 2. So now I can't even play. No, I can't play around Smasher. I would go to 1. And I would have to Verdict. Huh. I think I should just gain life. No, I guess Smasher's only 8, right? Because we block here and we take 5 and 3. So that's 8. So we would go to 1. But then we're going down to 7 to play this. So... I guess I have to gain life here. Looks like a Smasher. It is a Smasher, so we don't die here now. So we did that well. I mean, we should have lost this game ages ago, and we should have mulliganed, so kind of down the rabbit hole. They didn't rip Tron. We probably won, but... Ghost Quarter, Temple Garden. So they're actually kind of ramping us here. So I can play a Quaddle and then still have... No, because I can't have 5 mana. I have to draw a land. Because I think I have to get Verdict here. Let's float, I guess. Now we could put, like... Now I don't really need Island. I guess I want planes here. Yeah, I want planes. Question is, should I cast this? If I cast this, I can't verdict. So I can't verdict anyways, right? Because I don't have 4 colors. So what do we have now? So this will give me 2 draws at a source, at a red source. So yeah, I think I actually play this now. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. So we still lose. So we still lost. We don't have Path in our deck. Path would be insane because we can go like redraws for Path. I don't know what I could draw here. So let's, I don't know. There's the land. I don't know. Interesting game. Definitely an interesting game. If this deck is definitely going to pick up, though, I should probably put Paths back in my deck. Okay, so we probably weren't going to beat that, right? Because they can... Yeah, so we lost anyways, because even if we verdicted, they would just play another Smasher. So we still lost. Alright, we're dead. Alright, so apparently losing to E-Tron this league is all we're doing. Alright, so let's see if we can get the 3-2 with this. And then we'll do a recap at the end. Alfredo Torres. Alright. Let's play first. We have a BTL hand. A good BTL hand, so we'll keep. Let's get probably Temple Garden. It's usually safe to just get the Temple Garden. Yeah, so I'm thinking... Maybe, I guess, a sneak peek. I'm thinking we may not need this card anymore because of, like, there's less grindier matchups. In theory, there should be more grindier matchups, but we haven't really been seeing them. And even then, like, we're not really BTLing for this. Like, I haven't BTL'd for this in, like, I don't know, 5 leagues or something. Or, like, I did it once in, like, 5 leagues. Wow, we're playing against Infect. Okay. So this, in general, is not a good matchup for us. But our hand is pretty well set up against it. And so this is good because if they want to attack, we block. And I would be very happy trading. They have the Blooded Agent, so that means we're probably dead. I'll block, see what they do. I think I need my mana. Let's hope they don't have, like, Scale Up plus Groundswell or something. So here, I kind of want to get Forest so that I can do both things. Or I get Island and then get Forest, but that's the same outcome. Could try to play Drawn from Dreams, but I think I need a blocker. I guess it's correct to get Island first. Draw Cryptic. So now we go cast this. Put Forest in play. And we can block the Glistener Elf and hope we don't take 10. If not, then we get to Bring to Light next turn and Verdict them. Inkmoth means we might not die. Can they not have Scale Up? Okay. I think that means we're not dead. I definitely have to play this. What do they have? They have Dismember. Okay. We draw Island, which is very good. Do they have Groundswell? Do they just have it all? They have to have 2. They don't have it. Okay. So we go to 8. So now, if we had Scapeshift, we would win, but we don't because we don't. So now I go cast this for like Plains, probably. Could be Forest. Let's get Plains. So we're not clear yet because they can just go to attacks. And then if we Cryptic, we have to like tap their team. Oh. Which is the Summoning Sick one? I assume it's the one in front is, right? Did they just mess up? They didn't mess up. So this was a mistake. And the reason why this is a mistake is because I think what you should do is just go to attacks. And then I can't just now Cryptic tap their team and draw a card. So I think this was a mistake on their part. There's no reason to bounce any of these because then they can like Vines or whatever. So yeah. They have to have like a counter spell here, which I don't think they play. So there I would have had to Cryptic tap and then bounce the Inkmoth that could attack. And then they'd have, if they had like Vines, they could animate, play Vines, I die. So, but now they're just dead. All right, upstairs. All right, so we steal game 1. Against Infect, we want probably counter spells, probably guys that interact, probably Anger, maybe Veils. Depends what we want to cut here. This card's way too slow. This card does nothing. This card's too slow. Cryptic's fairly slow also. I don't think they have enough counterspells that we care about Veil, or that we want Veil. Veto also might be too slow. I like all our removal. Honestly, Cryptics just might be too slow. We just try to like Wrath their board. All right, so could be the last game of the night. Let's see if we can take it here and get the 3-2. Fortunately, we have to keep this hand. I say unfortunately, but it's mostly in this matchup. It's kind of unfortunate. They don't have turn 1 Elf, which is good, but they could just go like turn 2 Glistener, turn 2 Blighted Agent, and then still win. Our life total is irrelevant, so we can We can shock. This list is not set up to beat this deck. But they have a slow start, so we could win this. I'm just gonna like bluff I have something here, so I'll just like shock this. It's very minimal, but it might make them like think twice about going for it. They're still going for it. The good news is that we get to play Pia Kieran next turn. We're just taking one. I like that. This needs to get mountain. Then we can just play our mountain from hand. Play Pia and Kieran. This is like makes 2 flying blockers, which is amazing against the Inkmoth. They have Blighted Agent, but we now have to Fairy to bounce it. And they can't play Vines in response. We also have Pia and Kieran that can kill it, but let's go to Fairy. So now they can't, they would have to Vines right now, which would actually be a pretty good play. They have Spell Pierce. I didn't play my land. Yikes. Was not expecting Spell Pierce. So we could definitely lose from that. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. And now we're dead. Nice. It would have to be like 2 things here. That's fine. Do they have the mutagenic growth? They do. Okay, we die. Take 10. Alright. Game 3. They have counter magic. Ours might be too slow, though. Asimos is nice against Inkmoth, but otherwise it's pretty bad. So we probably don't want it. Remand's not amazing, but it's better on the play. Could maybe trim an Astrolabe in the matchup. But the card is very good. So let's keep this hand. Get blue here. Alright, so this is the last game of the night. Let's see if we can win it in a not so great matchup. Do they have the elf turn 1? They probably do. They have Hierarch. Okay, that's fine. That was the worst draw on the deck. We will have turn 3 Steve, turn 3 Huntmaster, which is good. They have Inkmoth though. And Blighted Agent. Yeah. These draws are hard to beat. We really needed them to not have like 2 threats there. And we just drew all lands, so we're gonna die. Player Huntmaster. We have 1 counterspell, but they could have Spell Pierce. Like if they only played Inkmoth there, we just like Ice Fang and like just block. But now it's gonna be tough. They have 2 Inkmoth. That's really rough. Spellskite. Okay. This is getting worse. I guess I let this happen. I really don't want to have to force right now. Looks like I won't have to. We don't even have... We don't have double blue. Still think I play this. I guess I could have flipped this. I probably should have flipped it. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's not how that works. Not how it works. Yeah, so we're dead. Probably. We don't even have like draws. So this is lethal, so we have to counter this. Because it's 2+1/+1. Which is... They didn't have the spell sky too. We got to like mow down their things, make them use their spells. And it looks like we're just dead. Yeah. All right, we die. We're gonna win this game anyways. This card is like incredibly hard to beat. All right, so we only got the 2/3. Let's do a recap now. So our first league we beat. One second. Okay, so our first league, we lost to Urza, Grixis Urza. We beat E-Tron, Burn, Ponza, and Green Tron. And in this league, we beat Mardu Blade and TitanShift. And then we lost to E-Tron, Infect. So clearly, we are lacking against the creature decks since we kind of just lost to guys, and we beat all the decks that weren't really playing guys. So I think not playing Path is too ambitious. So I know I waffle back and forth, but I think we actually do need Path to Exiles. I think we're just kind of too vulnerable without them. A card I'm not sure about now is Drawn from Dreams. Like, do we just have enough redraws now with Astrolabe that this specific version doesn't need it? Possibly. So maybe we just cut the Drawn from Dreams now. I like the 2 Cryptic. I think that's probably where I want to be for right now. Helix, I'm still not sure about. I think it might be too cute. I'm thinking Helix is too cute. Point where maybe we should just be on Bolt. Because I like what I liked about Helix is that it's never truly dead because you can just gain 3 life. And the gaining life is actually very relevant against Burn if that's the #1 deck in Modern right now. I still want to try out the Helixes. I'm not sold on them yet, but I do have to cut a card now. It might be a Teferi that has to go. Reman's also looks very good if everyone's playing Tron. And like Urza. Maybe we just want to be on like 3 Remans. I think I cut it to Teferi. I was fine with 25 lands. I think it's felt fine. If we're upping our removal count to 4, it's possible we just want like 3 Path. Just go all in on Path. Although a 2-2 split I think is a good start. So I think I might just have to like believe in Path because like in those games, if we ever have Path, I think we just win. This might be too cute. It should just be like Lightning Bolt. But it's tough to say. And let me just check one thing. As far as like the rest of the deck goes, I like the other bullets. Again, it's tough to figure out like what exactly removal suite you want. The sideboard I've been a big fan of. I might just not even cut anything. Like I think all of this is very good. So yeah, I think that's that's been good. If anybody has any questions about the list, now would be a great time to ask. I do think 60 card Astrolabe is where we want to be. It's just kind of what we want to do with it. I could see running a third remand now, since remand has felt like very impressive. Might be over like a Helix. Go up a remand. Or just leave in like, I don't know, 2 and 2. 3 remand is a lot. We are a bit biased because we played against Tron 4 times. And remand's like always good there. But even against like TitanShift and like Urza, any slower deck, remand's gonna be good. So I think it could be like remand or like one of these. I really like having Teferi though, but it might just be too high of a cost to play. Yeah, so I think this is where I'm at. Maybe I'm just biased, like play Path and Remand. Remand's also better against Dredge if this comes up. And like we aren't really seeing a lot of humans where this would be bad. So I could see that. Alright, so I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm just gonna plug my stuff. If you liked what you saw, make sure to leave a follow here on Twitch. It's totally free. As well as following me on Twitter, where I post all my lists and when I'm going live. We are going to be streaming every day this week, so we're going to be back on tomorrow for continuation of our tuning for this weekend. The 2 leagues and all the rest of the content is going to be up on YouTube, so check that out in case you missed anything and you want to rewatch some of the games. I want to thank Mantax B again for the gifted sub. Puts us at 3. So really awesome, and appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'll probably be back on tomorrow. Probably around the same time, maybe a bit earlier, maybe around like 7. I'll try to go live. Have to keep that posted on Twitter. Yeah, deck is fun. It's going to be, I think it's well positioned, and I think that it just kind of, the hardest part about this deck is building it. Playing it's also very difficult, so you do really want to get in the reps before you take this to a big tournament, but I think we're making some crossroads with the list, and I think that we're going to get into a point where I like it for this weekend with Astrolabe. I think I believe in this card, so yeah. All right. I think that's going to be it for me. Thanks again, everyone, and have a good night.